What's up, guys? You're watching jmboytv and we are back with another reaction. Today we'll be reacting to Wynona's Big Brown Beaver by Primus. This was suggested by a patron, so you know I had to check it out. This is yet another interesting title from Primus. The only other song I reacted to by them was Tommy the Cat, so I guess we'll see what this is about. If you are a returning viewer to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It helps out the channel a ton. There are 100,000 of you guys that watch my videos and return to my videos, but over 88% of you guys are not subscribed. I know it can be easy to forget because my videos just pop up. I do the same thing sometimes. If this is your first time to the channel, I am new to the rock genre, exploring the many classic rabbit holes, having a blast. If you want to join me on that journey, take a second to scroll down, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on your post notifications so that you don't miss a video when I post. It helps out the channel tremendously, and if you guys are interested in exclusive content or you want to ensure that I react to your suggestion, definitely consider checking out the Patreon. The link will be in the description. I have tons of reactions to classic songs that got blocked here from YouTube, songs that I know you guys would enjoy. That being said, let's get right into this video.
A big brown beaver and she shows him off to all her friends. One day you know that beaver tried to leave her, so she caged him up with cyclone fence. Along came Lou with the old baboons and recognized that smell. It smells like 7-Eleven. That beaver ain't down
another very interesting song from Primus. First off, I'll say I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see the video. It'll probably be blocked for a period of time because it's Vivo, but if not, that's great as well. These are some pretty cool costumes. It looks like they were made out of like plastic or something, but they also look like realistic. They look like realistic cartoons or something. I don't even know how to describe it. Love the bass line on this song, love the drums. This one had like kind of a country kind of flair to it, and obviously satire. Love the guitars on this one, the riffs were awesome. There was a solid solo around the 130 mark, but I think the solo at the 320 mark was even better than that one. It was definitely going crazy. I love the energy of this song, really up tempo. This is some great stuff. Then we get into the lyrics on this song. I'm gonna stay away from the obvious meaning of this song and try to get to something that's deeper. He said Wynona's got herself a big brown beaver and she shows it off to all her friends. One day you know that Beaver tried to leave her, so she cased him up with a cyclone fence. Along came Lou with the old baboon and said, I recognize that smell, smells like 7 layers. That beaver eating Taco Bell. So some very interesting lyrics here from Primus. I think this song can be about people's obsession with things that they shouldn't be obsessed with. So here he's talking about Wynona and the beaver symbolizing something maybe material because she's shown it off to all her friends, and when the beaver tries to escape, she locks it behind a cyclone fence, basically saying that she's willing to hold on to this thing by any means necessary. She's willing to do whatever to keep it. And then Lou comes around with his thing, which is the baboon, and maybe he's not obsessed with material things, but his thing is something else, because people tend to look at other people in the world as less than, and basically that whatever they have is not as bad as what that person has. So basically, yeah, I have the baboon, but you're dealing with a beaver, when in reality both of them are dealing with something. Next verse he says, now Rex was a Texan out of New Orleans and he traveled with the carnival shows. He ran bumper cars, sucked cheap cigars, and he candied up his nose. He caught wind of the big brown beaver, so he thought he'd take himself a peek, but the beaver was quick and he grabbed him by the kiwis, and he ain't pissed for a week. Okay, Primus is gonna make this very hard. I mean, this kind of goes with the theme he talked about in the first verse, because he's saying this guy's basically a drug addict, and now he's around Wynona looking at what she's got going on the inside, which is the beaver. When you try to confront someone about their unhealthy obsessions, they kind of snap at you. The more obvious thing that he's talking about here is the transfer of STDs and the unhealthy obsession with sex. It seems that Wynona is like hypersexual, giving herself away at will, and Rex from Texas found out the hard way. Next verse he says, Wynona took her big brown beaver and stuck him up in the air, said, I sure do love this big brown beaver and I wish I did have a pair. Now the beaver once slept for 7 days and he gave us all an awful fright. So I tickled his chin and gave him a pinch and he tried to bite me. Wynona loved her big brown beaver and she stroked him all the time. She pricked her finger one day and it occurred to her that she might have a porcupine. So based on these lyrics, I don't even know if there is a deeper message here, but I still think the message of unhealthy obsession kind of applies. This thing that she's kind of holding on to, this hypersexualization or materialism or whatever you want to plug in there, she kind of realizes at the end that it might not be what she thought. So the words he used were that she pricked her finger and realized it might be a porcupine and not a beaver. And to me, that's kind of the realization of this thing is kind of hurting you, and it might not be what you thought it was, or it may not have the same value as you assigned it. Ultimately, it may be more detrimental. It may be that comes with growth. But in the quite obvious meaning, it seems like she tried to abstain for a little while, and all the guys that were benefiting from her being promiscuous were kind of worried that she had stopped for good. But eventually they were able to bring her back out, which is pretty crazy. This song has a lot of themes and I think a lot of applications as well. Aside from the obvious, this is a great song, great recommendation from you guys. If you guys have any suggestions, leave them down in the comments below. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you enjoy the content, and I will catch you guys on the flip. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you're interested in helping to steer the ship in terms of where the music goes, you'll definitely want to check out that Patreon. You'll be able to get your suggestions to me directly. You can get your favorite deep cuts reacted to, or even just your favorite songs. On top of that, you'll have access to exclusive content, songs that got blocked here from YouTube from legendary artists like the Beatles. So if you want your suggestions to be the priority, definitely check out the Patreon at this link. You won't be disappointed. Hope to see you there.